Hey everybody, we got about 100 or so people here in the chat room right now. I got some news for you. Many of you know Suspicious Observers, don't you? Okay, well, Tattooed made a video, I guess, a few days ago. And in his video, you know the little thumbnail that comes up on the video? You know, the little screenshot of whatever the video is? Well, Tat made a graphic showing the spinning Google Earth inside of a solar magnetosphere graphic. You know, the red and blue solar magnetosphere that Suspicious Observers uses. Well, he's got Earthquake 3D rotating inside of there when he's trying to talk about CERN, showing where CERN causes a dip in the magnetosphere right below where CERN is. Anyways, Tat got a message today from the Suspicious Observers group telling him he had to remove the thumbnail for the video, and then threatening me, Dutchsince, threatening me, saying that they can't help what happens next to us. And this is a message to Tat over his thumbnail on his video, like I have something to do with it or something. And I have nothing to do, and I got Tat on the phone here now, he'll verify. I don't tell Tat what thumbnails to make and put on his videos. And if Tat makes a thumbnail...
Hey, it's also because the thumbnail is a video that is playing on the live stream that says CERN, where it sucks in, and it got nothing to do with SO's picture. He needs to fuck off, is what he needs.
Yeah. And I want to know what they mean. I want to know what this Billy Yelverton guy, SO's buddy who sent in the message, means. He can't help what's going to happen to me next. I mean, they're talking to Tat, and they're saying in plural terms. They're talking about us, me. They're going to do something to me because they don't like a thumbnail that Tat put on his video. I'm sorry, dude, but these fuckers are out of goddamn control. The Suspicious Observers people...
Shit they did before when he said he was going to shut down Dutchsince first, and then he was going after Alex Jones. You're still up, and so was Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Why did they want to start this bullshit all over again? They started this 3 months ago when he did his damn fundraiser to gain all that money he gained, and a little thumbnail's going to hurt him? Really? And we're supposed to kiss his ass? Fuck off, man. Grow the fuck up. We're grown people out here. We're not fucking little kids.
Oh. Hey. Tat. Listen. This just came in chat from a chatter who's in here all the time. Alice in Wonderland. She's awesome. Listen, SO's having their big convention in Arizona this weekend. They're having their convention right now, dude. They're all ego-filled. Listen, yeah, they're all ego-filled. Listen, they're all puffed up, beating their chest. Oh! Ugh! Dutchsince! Ugh! Wow. Well, anyways, I want to know. To Billy, somebody get a message over to the Observers. Dutch wants to know what you're unjustly going to do to him over something that he has nothing to do with. Like, how are you guys gonna freaking destroy me now? What did I do this time? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm friends with Tattooed. Okay, and Tat did something you don't like, so you guys are gonna come get me. Okay, SO. That's how you roll? Well, yeah. I mean, come on, man. Shit. To think I actually donated $50 to SO. That's. I feel like such an idiot. I want my frickin' money back, man. Yeah, I donated $50 to him and told him good luck on his forecasting and all that stuff before they trashed me. Yeah. When he did his whole how to view the sun thing, I said, hey, this is cool. I go, you know what? Regardless of our past differences, let bygones be bygones. I sent him a message at Christmas time, wishing him a Merry Christmas, told him I was sorry that it all went down the way it did, wishing him and his family the best, and no reply. No thanks for the $50 donation. No refund back, keeping the money, and now threatening me over something I didn't even know the thumbnail was on. The Tat told me yesterday. He's like, hey, look at my thumbnail. I go, oh, wow. I go, that's cool. I go, that looks like, the solar magnetosphere. I go, that's going to butt hurt some people. And it's not even the same picture. But, they're going to lash out. They did this. Look, guys, you got to go back a couple of years when my channel got shut down and I got death threatened by Jim Lee saying I was going to turn out like Tupac. They said I was gonna end up like Tupac. You want to know why I was gonna end up like Tupac? Because Tattooed was using, again, because something Tat was doing. Tat was using 2-minute news in his title. And Sheila Aliens, Jim Lee, they all came over to our channels, to my Facebook, YouTube, creamed me for Tat using the 2-minute news titles. Now, the reason they were so upset about the 2-minute news titles being used is because they have a bot program that goes through and scans for videos that have the title 2-minute news, and then the bots go pick the video up, repeat it, and basically copy it and share it even more. And Tat started putting 2-minute news in his title, and guess what? All of a sudden, his videos started getting picked up and repeated and thumbed up by the bots. And it interfered with their bot program that they used to give themselves fake comments and fake thumbs up. And they were extremely upset. And they he said Harp couldn't modify the weather. He said chemtrails were good for us. I mean, yeah, chemtrails are good for us, guys. It'll block the solar kill shot. When's the solar kill shot coming, dude? Well, I don't know, but we need to start spraying now. For that climate change, you see? Yeah, he also pushed Comet Elenin, Comet Ison. You remember when everybody said they were going to hit? Oh yeah, there they are. He said Revelations was fulfilled by a nebula. Oh yeah, the freaking dragon of Revelations. Don't you see it here in the nebula? Oh yeah, so yeah, sure. Why is that video still up on your channel? Oh, I'm just keeping it up for posterity's sake. No, you're just keeping it up for views, man. Now, look, I wouldn't be saying any of this if Billy Elverton hadn't included me in a threat of he can't help what happens next. Well, I can tell you this, if anything happens to me, I'm blaming you guys. I don't care if you did it or not, and I will freaking come get you. You want to fucking... I'm serious, man. I'll send my viewers. Hell, I don't even have to do anything. I'll just freaking put out a thing saying, go find them, boys. And don't think I won't, because you falsely threatened me. I have a right to do it. Yeah, and I'm not saying they're going to come beat you up. Maybe they'll just come heckle you at your house with a bullhorn in the middle of the fucking night. Maybe we'll find out where you live and just go drive by a couple times. Freak you out, make you look out your windows. That's not illegal. As long as we don't harass you. As long as we don't actually do anything to you. You guys can... You guys can fuck off. You want to threaten me? I'm done with this shit. Because you already freaking did so much to me. So get the message to the observers. Dutchsince has nothing to do with Tattooed's videos. We don't talk about him until after he's done. He doesn't include me in on this stuff, and I don't get to see it till after he has it uploaded, and he calls me and tells me it's uploaded. You think I'm sitting there checking Tat's channel every day? Hell, he has a hard enough time. Oh, it's on your live stream? Yeah, okay, well, dude, I didn't even know that.
That's what I'm saying. It's on the live stream. It's a flashing video. Show him, sir.
Right. I mean, look, I don't like being lumped in and blamed for stuff that I didn't do. And if they're going to threaten, that's the additional thing is he can't help what happens next. Well, really, what's going to happen next? What's going to happen next for Tat using a thumbnail that you guys don't like? I mean, what is the consequence of using a thumbnail that you guys don't like or think looks similar to SO's? I mean, like, really? Seriously? Because, like, I thought you guys were into truth and truth-seeking. Are you guys going to be, like, threatening people and pushing your own shit and doing conferences, paid-for conferences, and paid-for websites where you charge, and you've already raised hundreds of thousands of dollars? I mean, come on, man. Like, I thought you guys were, like, not like that. I thought you guys were somewhat truth seekers. And truth seekers aren't supposed to do that. They aren't supposed to be greedy. And that's, you guys are totally greedy, observers. Greed. Big time greed. Like, huge greed. And it shows now that you're lashing out at people over thumbnails. At me, over Tat's thumbnails. That's just, it takes the cake. Oh, you're friends with Tat, Dutch. You can control what Tat does. Really? Do you think a 39-year-old guy from St. Louis who weighs 150 pounds, can control a large man from Florida who's never met in real life? Guys, I know Tat online. I do not control or have any say in his content. We share a similar love for trying to save the country and for sharing each other's news. He's into weather modification and earthquakes. I'm into the corporate government news. We talk almost every day about the topics that we're talking about online. Tat and I are good friends behind the scene, but as you know, you cannot control. You're good, just like Tat cannot control me. Okay? Tat has no say in what I'm doing. Tat is not feeding me information. We are friends. And like friends, I stick up for Tat when he's getting attacked, and when I'm getting attacked, he sticks up for me, because all the attacks that have happened to us so far have been total BS. Hasn't been justified yet. Now, there may come a day where there's a justified attack where I've crossed the line. But today, when I'm getting threatened now, look, they're going to threaten me. You're going to threaten me, Billy, really? You can't help what happens next. Okay, well, that leads me... You guys said you were going to Tupac me, remember? So I'm thinking that what is this, death threat time? I mean, you guys said I was going to end up like Tupac because you had rich people behind you who didn't like me, who liked SO, and Tat was using 2-minute news in his title. That's the last I heard from you fuckers. Now here you are, back again, saying you can't help what happens next. Well, does that mean I'm going to die? I mean, I really got to ask the question, because you guys, I wouldn't put it past you. I don't trust you. I know you hate me. You've done everything you can to try and stop me. You tried to break me financially. You guys got my channel shut off. This is the Observers. Okay, you falsely accused me of threatening SO's family when all I did was look up his personal information off his company that he started on YouTube? I mean, you can't start a company on YouTube for raising money and not expect people to look up your company and who owns it. It's fucking public information. You shouldn't use your home address to register your company and your dad. I mean, come on, you just had threatened me for 2 years over fundraising, coming to my channel saying it was wrong to raise money. Next thing you know, you show up with a company on YouTube to raise money. Do you think Dutchsince or anybody else is going to look into who owns that company? I mean, it's not freaking rocket science here how I figured out his name, and it turns out other people had already known it. Other people already knew SO's name and were giving him shit for apparently weeks ahead of time before I found it. But never mind all that, he blamed me for being those people too. That's right. So my history with SO goes back a long ways, and none of it's been good. Now here they are threatening me over something Tat did. I draw the line there. You guys all have to know, if something happens to me, whether it's physically or online in the next few days, it's them. And you know who to blame. I might not be around to freaking tell you, what if they come take me out? All these people on the road trip and stuff, and they're all the huge hardcore fans. What if they really follow through with their death threat and they finally come kill me? Okay? Because there's lots of money at stake here, guys. We're talking like probably millions of dollars for them. So it's like we're dying over for them. People get shot here in St. Louis over $50, $100. So I've seen it happen before where people get wasted over freaking small amounts of money. They would totally come to it to me. I'm not paranoid. They fucking said they were going to do it. They said they had rich and powerful people behind them who didn't like me and would I was going to end up like Tupac if they ever had another problem. And now here's another problem. And Billy's saying that he can't help what happens next. Well, that's pretty ominous. I mean, that's ominous. I don't like having to freaking live this life where I'm constantly worried about being threatened, mainly by these people and their group. At this point, look, I don't have any money either. I mean, I got this fundraiser money, which is, what am I supposed to do? I can't blow it on a lawyer and try and freaking stop these people that way. I don't know how to stop them. Yeah, get a lawyer. I mean, seriously, it's just like, yeah, okay, I got to go get a lawyer. All right, well, let me put all the money that I raised for the fundraiser into a freaking lawyer and go after these people. They got deep pockets, right? Right? I mean, it's just foolishness, man. Yeah. And Alex Jones, man, come on. Alex Jones, this is funny too. Because, I did call the cops. You want to know what the cops told me? This is great. Until somebody actually comes to my house and actually does something, or until I want to file an actual legal restraining order in Ohio or wherever they live, I'd have to find out where they are. I'd have to either file a restraining order, and then I'd have to hire a lawyer to subpoena the actual chat logs, because screenshots don't cut it. You can doctor screenshots. You actually have to have a lawyer subpoena the information from the internet service provider, or in this case, it would be from social media. And then we would then, of course, I mean, guys, I ain't made of money, man. And no lawyer's going to do that for free. You say, oh, well, well, they might have a few $100,000 in their account if they haven't blown it all already. I don't know what they're, like a lawyer. We're not going after Google here. We'd be going after the idiots that are doing this to me, which means there's no financial promise back of payment at all, which means I'd have to dump a bunch of cash in and then hope for the best. I'm not about to put that kind of, and that means I got to go to the New World Order fucking system to get justice from this shit. You're watching somebody who got fucked, Connor. That's what you're watching. You want earthquakes? I'm sorry, they're not going to be saved here. Because I'm being held to a special standard here too. So anyways, that's why I just had to come on and tell you, in case something happens to me, in case my channel goes down, one of the two. Okay, one of the two, then there we go. I mean, I don't know. Either could happen. I wouldn't put it past him to physically do something, but, Billy's message, he can't help what happens next, and including, you guys and all this other stuff, when I'm just finding out about this day, that's why I'm raging so hard. Because look, man, I've been busting my ass here at my house. I haven't even been fucking online but to man this live stream. And, to come back into this is just, well, it's typical of the damn observers. And here they are, all puffed up, down at their conference. Dude's already speaking in front of a conference. He's probably trashing me out the ass for no reason at all now. Right? Like, can you imagine how many smears are going on there right now? And all these people and like professionals and like thousands of people that are interacting with them are all getting this skewed image of me. I'm not doing anything to them. But here they are, lumping me in, smearing me out the ass yet again. Meanwhile, I flounder. I'm floundering. Flounder, man, like for real. If I don't beg for it, I don't get it. I got JC Kitty. Okay, welcome to the Earthquake 3D live stream, where normally you're going to hear music and see earthquakes. However, I was just threatened. My physical safety was threatened previously. Now I don't know what to expect of this next threat. It's coming to me from a person that's much larger on YouTube and has a huge following, that's doing a live meetup right now, inciting people into thinking something's going on that's not. And on top of that, my livelihood was threatened this week on Google for having a post on Yellowstone. I had a post on Yellowstone from last year in August that they threatened to shut me down completely, turn off all my money-making ability, just for having a post on Yellowstone on my website. That was an accurate post, no fabrication. It was from Associated Press and a few other news sources, and they made me remove it, or I would lose my YouTube financing and my website financing. Then my live streams were shut down, where I did a 40-minute update and it was deleted off. YouTube's not saving my live streams at all, which is very abnormal. If you're into live streaming, live gaming, you know this stuff. It gets saved to your channel when you're done streaming. And it's not doing that. A week ago was shut off on Facebook for making a post on an earthquake. What else? I mean, dude, this is just getting crazy. Getting trolled out the ass online. All for what? I mean, guys, wouldn't you say it's a little bit fucking much? For earthquakes and science? I mean, yes. Yes, it is a bit much. So I'm on here. I've got a mouthful to say, and I don't care what the impression comes off as, because it's the damn truth. And I'm not here to be a professional. I'm not here to wear a lab coat. I'm not here to talk proper to you. I'm not here to be the proper teacher. I'm on YouTube, guys. This allows me a license to create and be creative. Well, it also allows me a license to bitch up a storm. Because that's what YouTube's known for. So, I can do what Anderson Cooper cannot, which is tell the world to go fuck off. Because you're all a bunch of posers. The people that are attacking me, not the people listening, not my viewers, but the people attack you guys are posers. You're losers. You were wrong on everything that you ever attacked me over. You can go outside and play a nice game of hide and go fuck yourselves. Okay? And we'll just leave it at that. So I'll be back in a little bit with an earthquake update. There's some activity going on in it recently. So we'll get into that, but I just had to jump on now because in case I go down, my channel goes down, or if I go down, you know who to blame. Suspicious observers and Billy Yelverton, his buddy, who does the plasma physics experiments. Think Billy might be getting a little butthurt about me getting ready to do some plasma physics experiments? Think that might be really playing into why they're so pissed at Tat for using a frickin' thumbnail? Do you think it really has to do with me and earthquake forecasting? And that's why they decided to do an earthquake forecasting app and raise $120,000 for it? Do you think that they're really obsessed with me and they take it out on Tat? Yeah, I think they are, especially since SO started his whole operation in response to me when he came over and said, I can do everything that you guys do with the solar, weather, and earthquakes in 2 minutes or less every day. I'm going to start a channel called the 2 Minute News. That's what he said. We have the screenshot of him saying it in case you don't believe me. And it's in the Wayback Machine. So in case you think we doctor screenshots, which we don't. But you can go back and verify yourself. It's probably even still below his video. The guy's so arrogant. The only comments he deleted were the ones where he said he was a lawyer, and then said he wasn't a lawyer, and then said he was a lawyer, and then said he wasn't a lawyer. Those are the comments that he deleted. That's kind of weird, isn't it? But we have screenshots of those too. But we also have screenshots, and it's still in the Wayback Machine, of his own personal resume that says he argued cases before the Ohio Supreme Court. Which means he is a lawyer. Which means he's a liar. Right? And how can you get the truth from a professional liar? You can't. So when you make a choice between Dutchsince and suspicious observers, you're going to be making a choice of morals and ethics. It's going to be one of a spiritual choice almost. Because the guy said that chemtrails are good for us, HARP couldn't modify the weather. If you're into truth, you won't be into SO. I can just tell you this. Once you find out about him, you won't watch him ever again. He pushes climate change, he pushed global warming, he pushed comets hitting us, Comet Elenin, Comet Ison. Oh yeah, go back and watch. His video saying that the comets were going to hit the planet, got everybody up in a tussle and scared, fear pouring out the ass. Proving revelations using nebulas in the sky and stuff. Yeah, those videos are up there too. So, and same goes for BP Earthwatch, the copycat bitch from hell, who's trying to copy me in every way that you can think of. You want to talk about an obsessed, butthurt group of grown men? Let's talk about Benjamin Davidson, SO, and BP Earthwatch. And wonder, how the fuck do they even exist in real life? And wonder, what the fuck would happen if we ever ran into each other? Alright, I'm done.